Guys, welcome to Zero Code to App Store, your app in the store course. So I'm gonna go ahead and discuss about computers today and how computers work, how memory works, and how an app works. So it's gonna be pretty detailed, but it's gonna teach you a lot about what's going on behind the scenes, so you would understand what Xcode is, what a computer is, how the memory is saved. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that today. So I want to tell you a little about computer and memory. So memory is basically exactly like how your brain stores memory, computer stores its memory too, but it stores it in addresses. So if you have this block of memory looks like this, and it has basically containers, and each container contains an address. It's in hash format, so like a B C D, something like that, 1 2 3. But you could think about converting this to a decimal, 1 2 5 6 8, something like that. But each one has a unique identifier, an address, where it stores the information that the computer. So you have a computer here, a laptop. And this laptop basically, so you have a laptop, and this laptop is storing whatever you type in it. It's storing it temporarily inside this temporary memory. It's called temporary memory because whenever you restart the computer, all this gets wiped out, so you don't have any memory. So what we do with programming is we write programs and we give instructions to the computer, and this computer puts it all in memory and stores it temporarily, everything that we tell it to do. And we'll talk about it later, there's something called variable, where you restore in some kind of container inside here at an address. So that's how it is. And the way it works is computers, whenever you write a program, everything is put in kind of like plates. So you have a plate and you put a plate on top of it, and then you put a plate on top of it, and then when you want to execute, you take the plate from the top and then the next plate and next plate. So that's how a computer is doing the execution of the programs. And that's basically it. And then what happens is, when you write a program, you write a series of instructions, right? And then you compile this program. So in order to compile that program, you basically, let me go ahead and, alright, so basically what happens is, whenever you want to compile a program, compiling means that you're taking all this instruction that you wrote, it's kind of like English instructions, and you turn it into a language that computer understands. Language that computer understands is ones and zeros. And these ones and zeros are basically what computer understands. It reads this ones and zeros and knows what you wrote and executes that program. And program is basically the one that you see on app or whatever, right? So this is called compilation. So once you compile something, and in order to write code, we use something called Xcode. It's basically integrated development environment, IDE. So what it does is it helps us write code and do the compilation process. So there's two different compilation processes. One is called the linking process, and one is called the building process, building and linking. So when it basically takes your code, it associates with everything that has to do with linking it with an executable file that can be run. So it creates like a temporary file, and then that file gets linked into a executable, so that in C++, another language, it creates an O extension, and then the O is an object, and an object basically creates an executable, which is an exe. But we don't have that in Mac. We create a DMG, or we create in an application. So that's the kind of like an overview of Xcode, and compilation process. Is more like compilation process. So we're gonna go ahead and run Xcode now. I'm gonna teach you the next session.